Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most misunderstood but crucial aspects of the beautiful game, football IQ. This isn't just about how fast you can run or how hard you can shoot. It's about how you see the game, how you think, and how you make decisions under pressure. If you want to become a truly elite player, you need to master your football intelligence. And in this video, I'm going to give you a complete guide to doing just that. Before we get into the how, let's define what we're talking about. Football IQ, or tactical intelligence, is your ability to understand the game beyond your own position. It's about anticipation, spatial awareness, and making the right decision at the right time. It's the difference between a player who just follows the ball and a player who reads the game, predicts what's going to happen, and influences the outcome before it even happens. It's the reason players like Lionel Messi, Xavi, and Andrea Pirlo are legends. They saw things no one else did. The first step is to change how you consume football. Stop watching as a fan and start watching as a student. Don't just follow the ball. Pick a single player, maybe a midfielder or a defender, and watch their movement off the ball for the entire game. Ask yourself, how do they position themselves when their team is attacking? What do they do when the ball is on the other side of the field? How do they create space for themselves and for their teammates? When do they decide to press, and when do they drop back? By doing this, you'll start to notice patterns and subtleties you've never seen before. On the pitch, the most common mistake I see players make is looking down at the ball. You can't read the game if your head is glued to your feet. Before the ball even comes to you, take a glance around the field. This is called scanning. When the ball is passed to you, you should already have a mental picture of where your teammates are, where the defenders are, where the open space is, what your next 2 or 3 options are. Practice this in training. Before receiving a pass, take a quick look over your shoulder. When the ball arrives, your decision-making will be a fraction of a second faster, and that's all it takes to make a difference. A high football IQ isn't just about your position. It's about the entire team. You need to know your specific role inside and out. But once you have that down, take the time to learn the roles of the players around you. As a striker, understand how your midfielders want to pass the ball. As a defender, know what kind of runs your wingers make. As a midfielder, understand when your defenders need help and when your strikers are making a run. When you understand the entire system, you can anticipate your teammates' movements and make the correct pass or run to support them. The best players don't just react, they anticipate. This comes from experience and from carefully studying the game. When a defender is running at you, look at their body language. Are they lunging in for a tackle? Are they dropping off? This will tell you if you should dribble, pass, or shoot. Similarly, when you're defending, look at the attacker's hips. The hips don't lie. They will show you where they are going to go before they even take their first touch. Learning to read these small cues will give you a massive advantage. One of the best ways to improve your football IQ is to constantly ask yourself, what if, during a game? As the ball is moving, imagine different scenarios. What if the defender steps out? What if my teammate makes that run? This helps you to mentally rehearse different solutions before the moment arrives. In training, make a conscious effort to think 1 or 2 plays ahead. For example, if you're a defender and the ball is on the opposite wing, don't just stand there. Think, if they cross the ball, where do I need to be? If they cut inside, how do I react? This proactive thinking trains your brain to make faster decisions when the pressure is on. Your position on the field is not static. It's fluid. Knowing where you should be at all times is critical. For defenders, it's about maintaining a strong back line and not runs that pull defenders out of position to create space for others. This is also called spatial awareness. A simple drill you can do is to play a small-sided game with a single rule. You can't be within a certain distance of your teammates. This forces you to constantly move to create and find space. Just as you watch professional matches, you should watch your own. If you can, get a friend or coach to film your games. When you watch the footage, don't focus on your skills. Instead, a third-person perspective is incredibly powerful. You'll notice things you never would have while playing. Football is a team game, and communication is key to tactical intelligence. You might see something your teammate doesn't. You need to be able to communicate that information quickly and effectively. Simple shouts like "man on," "time," or "turn" can make a world of difference. Also, Learn to communicate with nonverbal cues. A simple hand gesture can tell a teammate you want them to make a run or that you want the ball at their feet. The best teams are constantly talking and coordinating their movements, and it all starts with a high football IQ. Your first touch is often the most important part of a play. A good first touch sets you up for success, and a bad one puts you under pressure. But a great first touch is more than just control, it's tactical. A great first touch is a pass to yourself into space, away from a defender. It's setting yourself up for your next move before you've even made it. Practice your first touch by trying to direct the ball in a specific direction with your first touch, not just stopping it. This small change will give you more time and space to execute your next decision. To truly understand the game from every angle, try playing different positions. If you're a striker, play a game as a central defender. If you're a midfielder, play on the wing. You'll gain a new appreciation for the challenges and responsibilities of each role. It will give you a deeper understanding of the team's overall strategy and help you better anticipate what your teammates and opponents are doing. This is one of the quickest ways to dramatically boost your football IQ. Football isn't just about individual skill, it's a game of strategy. To truly elevate your football IQ, you need to understand the different formations and the tactical philosophies behind them. For example, a 4-3-3 formation is built for attacking with wide players, while a 5-4-1 is much more defensive. Learn the strengths and weaknesses of each. When you're playing, you should be able to identify the opponent's formation and know how to exploit it. Is their midfield too spread out? Can you exploit the space behind their fullbacks? Understanding the team-wide strategy will help you make better individual decisions that support the overall game plan. A great way to train your brain to think faster is by playing small-sided games in tight spaces. Think of 3v3 or 4v4 on a small pitch. This removes the option to just pass long and forces you to make quick, intelligent decisions under immediate pressure. You'll learn to receive the ball and move it on with a single touch, to create space for yourself and teammates with smart off-the-ball runs, and to navigate crowded areas with sharp passing. This type of training simulates the chaos of a real match and hones your ability to think clearly when you're under the most pressure. A common mistake, especially for younger players, is rushing the play. A high football IQ means you know when to go for a killer pass and when to be patient and keep possession. Simple one back to the defender or across the field to switch the point of attack. This creates space and tires out the opposition. Knowing when to slow down the tempo, maintain possession, and wait for the right opportunity is a sign of a mature and intelligent player. Use your peripheral vision. This is an extension of playing with your head up, but it's more specific. You should not just be looking around before you receive the ball, but also using your peripheral vision to track opponents and teammates while you are in control of the ball. This allows you to maintain focus on the ball at your feet while still having an awareness of the bigger picture. You can see defenders closing in and spot an open teammate without even turning your head. Practice this by trying to play a game that takes time to develop but is incredibly valuable. Play a mental game of chess. Ultimately, football at the highest level is a game of chess. Every move you make should have a purpose. Don't just make a pass. Make a pass that forces the opponent out of position. Don't just make a run. Make a run that creates space for your teammate. Start thinking about the game in terms of sequences of moves. What action can you take now that will lead to a goal-scoring opportunity in 3 touches? This kind of forward thinking separates the good players from the truly great ones. It's about outsmarting your opponent, not just outrunning them. Improving your football IQ is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about one single drill. It's about a consistent approach to thinking about the game differently. Make a habit of watching football with a critical eye, of scanning the field every time you train, and of constantly trying to understand the big picture. Start today, and I promise you, you will see a massive improvement in your performance. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments what other topics you want me to cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the pitch.